we'll take it up for a vote. Who wants us to run the storyline mission before we log off for the evening? Just X up in the chat, and we'll decide whether or not we run it. We've got a vote from Mumbles to do it. Zillion says it'll be a crap Veldspar thing. And Tenny says, yes, do it. Zelite's up for doing it, so I guess we're going to go ahead and do it. That's 4 people, so that's worth sticking around and doing it for. Let us see what this is offering.
My guess is courier.
Actually, we get to go kill something.
Wow. That's rare.
Kill missions on these are not generally very high. The one advantage of a kill mission is that it is going to give us quite a bit of a boost in our faction standings. So we're going to go ahead and run it. It's only 1 jump over and against Serpentis. Yep, I'm hoping the loot's going to be good, Zillion. Next bet is going to be if it's Veldspar. Well, unfortunately, this one's not going to be Veldspar, so we're just going to go run it real quick. I do have to fly over there to accept it, though. I have to jump over to that system and get to it. So we're going to set destination and go over there. Oh, you'd like to see my standings beforehand. Okay, well, we can do that. Give me just a second here, and I'll bring up my standings here. The ones that are going to go up on this one are going to be the Galente Federation, which I'm currently at a 2.46 with my skills, and the Minmatar Republic is also going to go up with this one, and I'm at a 1.98. Now, the actual standings that you need to be able to put up a POS are going to be the ones that are not effective. They are going to be your actual base standings, which for me is a 1.8 and a 1.28. Yep, I can show you the transactions on that. And you can see that the last one that I did was on the 28th, and I only got a 0.69% increase. When we're done with this, I'll do that again and show you what it actually is and what we actually got out of the fighting mission. So if you'll bear with me, let's get over there and we'll get this done real quick.
Fighting missions for the faction ones are the ones you want because they pay out the most on your increase. Generally, they are between 18 and 28%, depending on the level of it. So those are really the ones that you're looking for. Most of the rest, especially the couriers and the ones that just wanting ore, don't pay a whole lot.
You wanted to see the Caldari drops. These are the ones from tonight that we've done. We lost 4.8%, maybe 4.9% total tonight just on that. So it was quite a bit of a drop just doing this 5-part mission, and that's okay. That just happens to be the way that goes. If we look at our AMR, we should also have a drop from tonight of all kinds of 2.4% drops from every AMR ship kill that we actually did. I can bring up the details on one of those 2.4%, and it will actually tell you that we were destroying the Stargate, and that gave us that 2.4% drop.
I have 6 2.4% drops from just tonight. It looks like all of them were ship kills, so I don't remember exactly which ships those would have been, but those are all listed as ship kills.
Mumble's saying that we're bad boys, very, very bad boys. That is correct. When you're fighting against other factions, you do take a lot of loss. This particular mission set is one of the largest losses that you can take. It is very, very hard to recover from when you're talking about losing 20% in a single night. It takes quite a bit to bring that back up if you're trying to keep stable. If you're trying to keep an overall average set, you do not want to even accept that mission set. I'm going to dock up here and grab this mission, and then we'll go ahead and go out and run it.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Is the mission here in system, or?
Yeah, it is here in system.
Okay. So I know where to get the salvager to.
Already accepted, and I'm undocking. If you just want to warp to me once I'm outside the station, then we can just depart from there.
Apparently I warped to you when you were about 3,000 kilometers from the station. So I will be there in just a second.
Not a problem. There you are.
And I'm out of warp, so you can send us whenever you're ready.
Warping us in now. We're jumping in directly at 0. So he beat me into warp here. I'm directly behind him. I will be following up here. That should mean that if this is a non-gated one, that he's going to take the damage first. Zelight saying that he's going to think about joining our corp with his mining tune. He's just still in his old corp, so he doesn't get tossed into a starter corp and get taxed. Even when we were in our own corps, we liked to do we like to be in our own corp because then we could set the tax rate, and it just ended up becoming a savings area. Thus the reason why we have a 10% on ours right now is that it's just for savings.
Okay, it was gated. I'm already in the first room, and not a whole lot of ships here, so
this might go relatively quickly.
Unless there are triggers, this is going to be fairly quick.
It was a low pay one, so that's not going to be real surprising. Total payout was only about 1.8 million, so it's not going to be much. And I've already taken all the aggro directly onto me, which is fine. I'm going to go ahead and start popping the ships that are out here. As soon as I'm done with this first one, I'm going to take out the missile battery, and then I'm going to let 0-0 take care of these frigates that are coming in real fast here, and we're going to go from there.
I just sent my drones onto the missile battery, and I am switching my guns now onto the frigates.
I'm working on the things that are a little bit bigger since I have my sentries out already, just to try to make this get through here very, very quickly.
These frigates are dying fast enough that I'm only getting one gun activated before they actually pop.
That's kind of funny, actually. Zelight, if you're mining 3 to 4 million M3 and ore per month, idly, we would gladly accept that. That would help get our production back up and running. And we can very much so make that worth your while. These looters happen to be worth 1.2 million on one of them. One is at 800,000 and the other one is at 543. And excuse me, it's Colonel Bat Guano. So hopefully he has something good when he dies, since he's an actual named player.
I'm hoping he doesn't drop guano, because that's going to suck.
I'll pretend I know what that is and that it's funny.
Guano is crap. And that is exactly what he dropped. Crap.
Did he not drop anything at all?
Empty wreck.
Ah, bastard didn't even give us anything good.
Salvager warped into the gate there and landed right on top of it, so I'm going to have to maneuver him a little bit in order to be able to get in here.
That's okay, we're just getting through we have 2 battleships yet to go. We're trying to get through those here. If my guards would quit missing, we would be through here.
Yep, I am trying to speed my way through this maze of rock here in order to get into optimal range of this looter.
And yeah, we have perfect refine at over 70 stations in Galente and Minmatar space. We don't have perfect refine anywhere near Jita or Caldari space.
I have one character that is close, but still needs a couple of more faction missions before that will happen.
Now I see a bunker out here, so I want to go ahead and pop it just to see what it's going to give us. If we get lucky, we get some kind of arms or something out of it. If we don't get anything at all. And it looks like we didn't get anything at all out of that one. Went ahead and popped the Megathron that was partially produced out here, and it's now gone. So if our salvager's already in here, I'm going to go ahead and turn this in, and then we're going to see what our standings increase was.
Salvager's in warp now, so either keep popping stuff till he gets there, or go ahead and head back. Your choice.
I'm going to go ahead and head back because there wasn't anything else there besides junctions and walls.
Alright. Now, there was a can that dropped. Did you need anything?
I don't actually think that I had to turn in anything for this particular one. I think we just had to destroy everything. Yep, it's complete, and all we had to do was destroy everything. We still have 2 hours and 22 minutes, which means it was a 2.5 hour timer. It took us about 10 minutes to complete that one.
Docking request accepted.
So we're going to go ahead and turn this one in here and complete that mission. And we're going to go ahead and split it evenly. If I had done that solo, I would get a much higher standings increase. But that's okay. So if you look at my Galente standing now, we got quite a high increase from that. We got an 8.5% increase in our Galente faction standings. So now I'm at a 2.5%. And if we look at the Minmatar standings as well, we should have something, just not quite as high. As you can see on the Minmatar one, we only got a 5.93% increase. Now, if you were doing Caldari, you would also get an Amar increase. If you're doing Amar, you'll get a Caldari increase. If you're doing Minmatar, you will get a Galente increase. I should raise my social skills, but with this particular character, I'm not actually interested in doing that. I am more interested in the base numbers than I am the other numbers, because that affects our corporation's ability to move our POS around if we need to. That's the reason why this account and 00 are out here tonight. We are trying to get those standings up. Now, 00, you might give them a heads up of what you actually got in those standings increase, because it will be a little bit less than what I got if I remember right.
Well, actually, the Federation standings, the faction standings, are not shared. So I did not get anything for Galente. I have not checked Minmatar, but I don't think I get anything for that either. No, I did not. So all I got was for the Fed Navy, which was who we ran the mission for, and that was a 0.57% increase.
And I, as the person who got the mission, got a 24.4% increase, which raised mine to an 8.81. It is just almost high enough to be able to do jump clones all on his own. I don't think I can do them until I have a 9. I might be wrong in that one, but I do believe it's a 9.0 before you can get jump clones.
I don't remember exactly what it is. I know it used to be an 8. I don't know if it's still that or if it's 9 now, as they're always changing things.
He's saying that it's at an 8.0, and it does appear that that is correct, because it would allow me to install a jump clone here if I had the spare space for it. Yeah, as you guys can see, that my security status is a 5.0, so I'm about as high as I can get up at that point. There are ways for me to get that stuff running, but at a higher level. And you're right, if I got my social skills up, it would pay out even better on the LP and things like that. However, like I said, right now I'm not all that concerned with that. We're just trying to run through these and just get them done. But as you can see, we got that one all done. We are completed. We're going to go ahead and jump back, and then we're going to go ahead and end our feed for the evening. As it is getting on to be almost 1 a.m. our time, I've been up about 20 or 21 hours at this point, so I'm getting very, very tired. So did we get any kind of good salvage there?
I did not look to see what we were sitting at before, but the loot in the salvager right now is sitting at 77.4 million. And I had emptied it out earlier from the 109 that we had. So we have had a decent last 2 days. I'm not seeing any items that really stick out as far as ones that are worth extreme amounts. We've just got a bunch of items worth 100 to 300,000. There are a few of the lasers that we have gotten from the Amar ships that are worth a couple million. Mostly what all we've got that is worth a lot is all the tags.
Yeah, it's the biggest reason we do this particular set is for all the tags. The tags are very, very handy when you need to trade in for specialty guns, or if you're just selling them in general. It's very nice to have those tags because they're worth quite a bit, and when you get a stockpile of them, it can be a massive boost to your monthly income. So that's one of the reasons why we do this and we don't worry about it. I actually am not noticing that I like it any less or any more with the camera shake on or off. It's kind of just a preferential thing, I do believe. For the feed, though, it's probably a little bit nicer to not have the camera shake on, as it makes the frame generation a little bit cleaner. Zillion, you have a good morning. I'm glad you're already on your Saturday. I will be enjoying mine here in just a few hours when I get back up for breakfast with my kids. But you do have a good night and fly safe.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
As for the rest of you guys, I hope you have a good night and do fly safe We wish you the best and hope to see you again on our next feed. Good night, guys.